live?
We are. Don't you need to be that loud.
Okay, sorry.
It's fine. All right, we are back.
Okay.
Welcome back to part 2.
Part 2. Our next question. What provided the greatest enhancement to your learning this course?
Mostly for me, the group work in class, because honestly, when I do things by myself, for most things, it kind of just goes in one ear and then we'll go out the other one. Even if sometimes if I do it a couple times, I remember, but group work, I'll usually remember it most of the time. So that was probably the best part of the class I liked the most, was all the group work.
I definitely think the online textbook helped enhance my learning in this course. Without it, I feel like I would have been kind of lost. The textbook directly correlates with the lectures that we attended in class. For me, it became something I sort of looked forward to. I was very interested in every chapter, and it felt like I was learning something that I could actually use in my daily life.
For me, I thought the critical thinking assignments were the best. Not simply to spray thoughts on a piece of paper in hopes of getting a grade, but to familiarize myself with the subject matter for the week, under high expectations for my writing no less, a serious approach being needed to complete each assignment. I felt as though I was a psychologist in training, being asked to provide my own constructive thoughts and reasoning in an academic matter, deepening my experience and knowledge on whichever chapter we were reading that week. I feel as though I am able to recall more information that I wrote about during the critical thinking assignments than even some of the group interactive projects. If you guys had to take the course again, what would you like to change to increase your learning and engagement in the course?
If I took this course again, personally, I wouldn't change much about it. I think it was very well set up, and I learned the assigned coursework very easily. I might suggest picking groups out for the first few weeks of the quarter and only switching them a few times. This might help because I feel like this might have helped students speak out more and share the workload easier. I noticed a few times in my group there would be only 1 or 2 people who were actually participating, and sometimes group members would have issues opening up and becoming comfortable talking about the topic at hand. I also feel like if we had been in groups that like we all had gotten to know each other better, that would have helped divide the work up, because several times like it had been me and like one other person who would like do the writing and do the speaking, and the other group members would be left out.
For me, the group assignments were also really cool in learning and engagement in this course, and they were fun to meet new people and take us out of our comfort zone. But I believe it wise to keep the groups the same for the duration of the full quarter, or like at least half the quarter. This would still get students out of their comfort zone at the beginning, while also building more constant group of students. Like familiarity grows bonds in my experience. Plus, it would allow for friendship to possibly develop with more time being spent together. And also, I thought more focus on K2. I think a little video on demonstrating Pavlov's dogs with K2 would be adorable. Yeah, showing K2's special spot and the training that goes along with the said spot. Or teaching a new trick. This might be a shocker, but like students love pets, especially dogs. Aside from the video idea, maybe inserting more pictures throughout the slideshow, but tying them into the lesson also, so students would be able to familiarize topics with like diagnosis with K2 wearing a cute hat, or Sigmund Freud with a frowning K2, all just ideas.
For this class, I would say that more group work, honestly, as that's something I enjoy doing. I know that even that since the hybrid class, we only met 2 days a week, that makes it kind of difficult to balance it, but if it was a 5-day course, but that wouldn't be a hybrid course, not having the advantage of only being 2 days. If we had more group work, in like a 5-day course, that would have been nice, but I know with having 2 days a week, you can't really do that. And online group work as well. Most of the time, not the amazingest. Never goes well, honestly, doing online group work, so that idea doesn't work well either.
For you guys, which 3 assignments helped you learn the most over the quarter, and why were these the most helpful to your learning?
There wasn't really one assignment that helped more, but more of a category. With the tests, honestly, since a lot of the classes I've had previously in high school, they kind of would just give us a study guide that would give us the exact same questions in a different order, which wasn't really too useful because then you just knew exactly what was on it. Which, since your test didn't have study guides that said exactly what's on it, I actually had to make some Quizlets for them. I had to try and remember this stuff instead of just doing the study guide and only remembering the things on it, like in my previous psych in high school.
I honestly think that I learned a lot from the quizzes. I picked those because I think I was able to learn the information about a specific topic over the course of a week and then like do a knowledge check at the end. This definitely helped me retain the information better if I had just been like told about it, and it was more like it was a bit more interactive.
Me? Oh, yes. Come over closer by the mic.
You come over close by the mic.
Did you finish talking about your? Yeah. For me, it was my last 3 critical thinking assignments, simply because they took me the longest to write and work over. All 3 I took to my tutor and discussed, analyzed, and then improved. Even after getting assistance from my tutor, I would then go over the assignments one more time. I spent large amounts of time improving both my personal standard of writing and weaving relevant information into all the responses. Although difficult at times, I feel these have drastically improved my expectations of my personal writing level and skills for college, as though the weight of what I am doing has finally hit me. Through intense and almost religious writing on these critical thinking assignments, I had to become well versed in the subject being thought about, which also improved my diction in the assignments and my thought process and reasoning outside of the assignment.
I can read it.
You can read it?
Okay.
Nice.
How did you guys know that you were learning during this course? And be honest.
Do you want to be honest first?
I'll be honest first.
Okay.
How I knew I was learning was, I sometimes will go down rabbit holes of examining things, and I've before gone down rabbit holes of psychology things, but these more previous times when I actually looked at them, I understood them more than previous, and I could actually understand more of the terminology they were using that I didn't know previously.
My turn?
Yeah, your turn.
I go.
Yes, you go.
I knew I was learning over the course of this class because my level of writing improved. I feel as though I am fully capable of writing a well-informed critical thinking assignment from the first critical thinking assignment to the 7th is a remarkable difference. Oh my goodness. And the level of
Take your
writing,
time.
not to mention thought process. I was somewhat intellectually bullshitting my way through the first when I realized it was helping me retain this information about the chapter. Moving past that, the thoughts that accompanied this realization helped me develop a better understanding of psychology. Besides fully embracing the critical thinking assignments, I started to value the impact this class was having on my thought process, not just about psychology, but also about how college and the world works. I could essentially tell I was learning by personal choice and willpower, even if both started making their appearance later in the quarter. I'm glad I have them to assist me going forward.
Good. I knew that I was learning in this course because I've already been able to use some of the knowledge that I've gained while studying. I know that I have learned and retained much of this information simply by being able to remember the psychological terms for different situations I've already been in. That's it.
That's it?
We're done.
It's all done. We should say thank you.
You should. Thank you,
Thank
Miss
you.
Natalie.
Yeah,
You were
we
a great teacher.
Yes, you
Yes.
were.
We're gonna miss you and
I
K2.
know. Come back next year.
Yes. I'm
Please.
gonna try and take a psychology class again.
Should we go in front of the camera?
Oh yes, we should go in front of
I
the
need to move it though.
and like say hello.
Oh, they can't see your face at the moment. Let me just fix that.
We should just come up nice and close.
Let me just do this.
We want to say hi.
Yeah, we can't really see can't see the faces, but oh wow.
We'll just say hello.
Yes, you can kind of see us.
Yay!
Very kind of.
High five to all of us. Yes.
And
Alright,
now,
bye.
bye.